A very warm welcome to all of you. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the learners who have enrolled in postgraduate diploma in criminal justice, because we all know that it is very important that if any offense happens at home, in the family, at workplace, then we should know the law of the land. And postgraduate diploma in criminal justice program opens a avenue wherein you can know about the criminal justice system, you can know the procedure of investigation, trial, and you should know the various laws. So previously we had three laws. First was Indian Penal Code 1860, the second was Evidence Act, the third was Criminal Procedure Code. Now all the three laws have been replaced by three new laws: Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita. So it is very important that we understand what the laws are, and for this we need to enroll in this program. So this is an orientation program for the learners of postgraduate diploma in criminal justice. This program was offered in July 2010, and since then, we have been getting a lot of learners from medical background, from police background. We have a lot of army personals in this program. We have a lot of graduates, who really want to know the law of the land and various related laws related to children, related to, the vulnerable groups. So, whenever we talk about postgraduate diploma in criminal justice, we have to understand three things. First, that whenever you want to know that, okay, this is offense in India or not, you have to refer to Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and attend my classes on regular basis so that the latest updates in the law and the latest laws are discussed in the class. Secondly, whenever you start a program, you have to know how to go about in that program. So first is the program guide. Read the program guide carefully, because if you do not read the program guide carefully and you do not attend the classes, either the contact classes organized by the study centers or the online classes which I take on regular basis, then you will not be able to understand the basics of this program, because many of you are coming from a face-to-face university wherein you have a different concept. So you need to attend the classes. Third is that whenever you write assignment and project, do refer to the second page of assignment for assignment guidelines, and do refer to the project handbook before preparing the project. So the objectives of this program are to keep pace with emerging developments in criminal justice. As we just discussed, it is very important that I, as a citizen of India, should know the law of the land. I cannot say that I was ignorant, because ignorance of law is no excuse. Secondly, we need to create well-informed citizens and professionals in the area of criminal justice. So we have a lot of medical practitioners who do not study law, but they really want to know about the law. How can they help in the creating evidences? Because we have been using forensic sciences also as part of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Now it is mandatory that for heinous offenses, the trial team will see that whoever investigates will go and get the forensic test done. So many states who do not have forensic labs and forensic people or forensic team will hire and take help of the neighborhood states. So it is very important that you, as a person, as a police officer, as a medical professional, or people working on the borders, border security force people, as well as army personnel, should know the law of the land. Secondly, it is very important that whoever is working in the field of criminal justice as an advocate should also know the latest amendments, the latest changes which we will be discussing in classes. They should also know various judgments passed by the High Courts and Supreme Court time and again, which are very important to, practice in the court of law. Because if you do not know the law of the land, if you do not know the latest cases, then how will you bring justice to the people for whom you are fighting in the court of law? Then, we have to understand basic things of this program. First is that this program is offered in English only. When I say that this program is offered in English only, that means that the self-learning material, which self-learning material are the books. So as in the conventional system we have different books, similarly in IGNOU system we have self-learning material. So self-learning material is in English, but you can write your assignments in Hindi. You can, write your project in Hindi. You can also appear in the term and examination in Hindi. So you have a choice that you can either attempt your assignments in English or Hindi, similarly with the project and your term and paper. Duration of this program is minimum 1 year and maximum 3 years. Minimum and maximum, a great term to understand. When I registered in this program in January, that means this is a PG Diploma program. So after 1 year, I will be able to give exams. So I will be able to appear in examination in December, term in examination 2025 or the coming year. But I have to submit my examination form in September and I have to submit my assignments within the due date. For project also I have to prepare my project and I have to submit the project before the due date, and I have to pay the project evaluation fees while filling my examination form. Suppose if I am not able to submit my assignments, then I cannot give papers. If I cannot give papers, then I have the option to give papers in next June 2026 or December 2026 or June and December 27. So this is the flexibility which IGNOU provides to all our learners. Every course will have an evaluation pattern. Project also comprises of 100 marks, term end is 70% and internal assessment is 30%. The first course of this program is MLE 011, Criminal Justice System. It is very important that whenever we talk about a program, we have to first introduce various concepts. So in this course, we have introduced various concepts. You can talk about the basic issues related to criminal justice system, the principles, the mindset of the makers who have made the criminal laws. Then block 2 talks about jurisprudential aspect, then theories and perspectives in criminal justice, and then block 4 talks about criminal justice administration in India. MLE 012 talks about Indian Penal Code. So we have all the sections while discussion of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, because as I just said, Indian Penal Code 1860 has been repealed by Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So now we will be talking about Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. We will be discussing offences against women and Dalit in this, offences against property, general defences and principles of criminal law. So it is very important that you have to understand that in this program, as there are 6 courses and 1 project, so you have to complete all the 6 courses and 1 project successfully to achieve the degree. Then MLE 013 talks about the criminal justice process. As I just said, that lot of changes have been done in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Lot of new sections have been added. Lot of things like, community service, which was there in the Juvenile Justice Act. Zero FIR, EFIR has been introduced. Forensic evidences. Then, email and WhatsApp has been incorporated as an evidence. So electronic evidences, online evidences have all been incorporated in the new criminal laws. So MLE 014 talks about the criminal justice administration. You need to know that, after FIR, what will be the course of action by the police people, what will be the course of action by the courts, and how will we get justice. So police role, prison, judiciary, and science and technology in criminal justice system will be dealt in MLE 014. Then MLE 015 talks about the challenges into the criminal justice system. We have a provision of legal aid. We have Juvenile Justice Act. Then we have international criminal justice and preventive detention laws. So all these things will be discussed in MLE 015. Then MLE 016 talks about criminal justice research, criminal justice writing, and justice advocacy, introduction to clinical skills. So this is also very important, that whenever you have a research in criminal justice, then how will you do that research? How will you make your hypothesis? How will you go and collect evidences? Because case study is a different kind of a method. Whenever you interview a client or a victim of a crime, then you have to have some sensitivity, and there are some protocols which needs to be followed. So all these things will be taught in MLE 016. MLE 017 talks about the project. You have to choose any one topic out of the 6 courses. Then you have to get your topic approved. So in every study center there is a supervisor. So either get the topic approved by the study center supervisor, or just send an email to me at mansisharma@ignou.ac.in that this is my topic, I have enrolled in this program, this is my enrollment number, please approve my topic. So once the topic gets approved, then you have to refer to the project handbook for preparing the synopsis. Synopsis is a gist of your project. Once you prepare the synopsis, get it approved by the same supervisor or send it to me by email. And after sending an email to me, just send a message on WhatsApp also, because lot of times the emails are there in the spam folder. So just follow up for your emails. If you do not receive reply within a week from me, then definitely send me a WhatsApp message that I had sent you an email dated this and this was my subject. So please go through this. So if I have not received it, I will just tell you to send it again. And do mention your enrollment number and your program name whenever you send any correspondence to the study center or to the faculty in IGNOU. Then once the synopsis is approved, you have to prepare the project, and your project has to be approved by the supervisor. You can also get your project approved by me by email. And after approval of the project by email, you have to upload it on the link provided on the IGNOU website for online project submission. And once you receive the acknowledgement, because whenever you upload your project and your project has been uploaded successfully, on the lower bar you will see that they will be providing you the control number and mentioning that your project has been successfully submitted for this session. So take a screenshot of that acknowledgement and send it to me by email for records. Either you can send by email, or you can also print out the hard copy of the project, because project has to be typed. So you just print it out, get a spiral bind and submit it by speed post or in person to project section, Student Evaluation Division, IGNOU, Maidan Gadi, New Delhi 110068. Keep a copy of your receipt till you get your marks updated in the grade card. So you have to be very careful that you do not lose your receipt. You can mail your receipt to yourself so that you have the record of submission. For completion of this program, you have to complete few things. First is, as I mentioned, that you have to read the program guide, because that program guide will help you in understanding how to go about during this 1 year period or 3 years period. Then you have to write one assignment for each course, and assignments can be downloaded from the IGNOU website under the assignment section. You have to submit the assignment at the study center. Keep a photocopy of the complete assignment till you receive the grade card. It is very important that assignments are handwritten. If you are writing your assignments, then you have to keep the entire set of your assignment with you till you get the marks updated in the grade card. Alternatively, you can send me your assignments by email at the same email ID, that is mansisharma@ignou.ac.in. that these are my assignments for this program and this is my enrollment number. While submitting your assignments, do mention your enrollment number and check your enrollment number while writing it, because many a times learners tend to miss one number in the enrollment number, and that creates a problem. So you have to recheck your enrollment number and also send us your iCard so that we can double check after evaluation. Once you submit your project, you have to fill in the examination form and also fill the project evaluation fees while filling the examination form. After appearing in the exam, you can check your grade card. So if you appeared in June term in examination, then you will be checking your grade card in August end or September first week. If you appear in December term in examination, then you will be checking your grade card in February. So it is not that I have submitted my assignments in March and now I start asking for the marks. No, because we have exams twice in a year, once in June and once in December. So all the learners who have given exams or submitted their assignments, maybe I have submitted my assignment in May. But if I have submitted for December term in examination, then I will have to check my grade card on the IGNOU website in February and not before that, because evaluation takes process, It is an entire process. Similarly, if I have given exam or I have submitted my project, I need to check at the right time. Feb for, December term in examination and August end for the June term in examination. Then after receiving your grade card and provisional degree by post, you have to contact your regional center for the degree formalities. So do take into consideration that, whenever you receive your provisional degree and your grade card, you have to yourself contact the regional center. Because there are a lot of learners in this program and a lot of learners for IGNOU also. So, once you receive your grade card, then you contact your regional center. Many a times it happens, that you change your addresses. So contact your regional center, get your address updated, because at the time of registration, the address which you mention in your form, the same address is used for all correspondence. So suppose the MPDD has to send you material, self-learning material. Then where will they send it if you have changed your address? So always update your address at the registration portal. Student registration division is the division whom you have to contact related to registration changes. So if you have changed your mobile number, if you have changed your address, then do contact student registration division or your regional center and take guidance for them and apply accordingly and get your address changed. Otherwise, you will not be able to receive your self-learning material. So IGNOU also gives you a flexibility of choosing the self-learning material, whether you want to read it online or you need the hard copy of the self-learning material. So if you had opted for online education, then you will not be provided with the hard copy of the self-learning material. And if you have opted for the hard copy of the self-learning material, then you are paying more. So in terms of fees also, there is a fee waiver in case a learner opts for online learning. It is very important whenever we talk about different concepts, of assignment, of project. Do remember that we have 6 assignments and 1 project. Many a time, learners are sending their project but mentioning assignment as a cover head. So there is a confusion even for evaluation division, student evaluation division, because if you are submitting your project and writing synopsis there, then there will be confusion. So you have to upload your project at the link provided on the IGNOU website for project submission. Similarly, you have to write assignment. Whenever you are submitting assignments are questions which have been asked, and then you have to write the answers for the questions, and you will be sending it by email or by speed post, or you can also submit it online at the regional center website. So whenever you are submitting your assignments, you have to mention the topic assignment. If you are asking for approval of the synopsis, then you have to mention that in the topic, header, subject line, that this is my synopsis for approval. Similarly, once you are sending your project for approval, you have to mention that this is my project for approval. Many times it does happen, that learners are sending assignments, mentioning project there, they are not mentioning the program name. It is very important that whenever you send anything, you have to mention your enrollment number, you have to mention your mobile number, your email ID, your name properly, and then your address and the program in which you have enrolled. How will the other person understand, that this is a program for criminal justice, or this is a program for certificate in anti-human trafficking? So you have to understand that you have to mention your program in all correspondence with the divisions of the university and with the faculty also. Related to a project or related to marks, if you have any query, then you have to contact Student Evaluation Division. So I just said that there is a division called Student Registration Division which looks after the registration process. So if you want to change any of your details, then you have to contact Student Registration Division. If you want to know about your assignment marks, your project marks, or your term and paper marks, then you have to contact Student Evaluation Division. One more important thing, whenever you submit your synopsis, ensure that, it is not plagiarized. Similarly, your project should not be plagiarized. We have a plagiarism check. So if your project or synopsis is plagiarized, it will not be approved. Do not copy from anywhere. Try to give your original piece of work, so that while filling the, certificate of originality, you have mentioned that this is your original work. So please do not copy paste from somewhere else. If you have taken a case from somewhere or a para from somewhere, then there are rules of citation. Follow them judicially, and do not think that people will not know. So it is very important that whenever you cite something, you have to cite with a proper understanding of citation rules, and you have to follow them. You can always cite, give examples, and while appearing in the question paper also, remember this thing, that you have to strictly follow the word limit and the marking scheme. So for a 15 marks question, you should write maybe 3 to 4 pages. For a 10 marks question, you can write 2 pages. For a 5 marks question, you can write 1 page or 2 sides. Not more than that, because you have a limited 3 hours duration. So you have to complete your program in 3 hours duration in the examination center. Try to attempt all the questions. So you have to attempt all the questions from part A. You have to attempt any 5 questions from part B, and you have to attempt 2 questions from part C. So you have to take all these things into consideration. Now, once again, I will tell you that you all can contact me by WhatsApp. Just send me a WhatsApp message if you have any academic query. Do attend the online classes which we will be taking. Secondly, whenever you have a query and you send a WhatsApp message, then you can just check the reply also on WhatsApp. You can write any query by email or by WhatsApp. Please do not call. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.